Hello, world. Welcome to another episode of Addicted to the Q. Let me add Brian real quick. We have Cory with Smoke Sergeant Barbecue. How are you going today?
I hear an echo.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing.
It's right. Let's just blame Brian.
We always do.
Is this any better?
Sounds better.
Better.
No, I can hear you.
Brian, what do you have going on over there?
How's that?
Is that better? No.
Nope.
Echo.
Violet.
Let me try one more thing.
Can you do audio on
I have
yours,
to do it
Cory?
for my phone. I don't know why it's echoing so bad.
I'm on a headset, so it's not coming through any of my shit.
Oh.
What about that? Nope.
It's a nice banner, Brad. How'd you get that behind you?
It's my computer, but it's not working very well. Just saying, we didn't have any echo until you showed up.
You want me to get out?
No, I think let's try this. All right.
That ain't good.
There we go. Maybe with my laptop.
Are we good now?
I think we're good.
We good?
I'm good. Is anybody hear echo?
Is it coming from me? No, I heard you.
That's
None
weird.
of you going on my side.
Let me do this. Let me try. Let me do this because I'm on a new setup. Let me join from my phone.
Hi, Brad.
Hello.
All right, is this better?
What?
I think it might be better.
Booted out for some reason.
Oh, screw it. We'll do it this way.
I am still hearing feedback. That's weird.
Yeah, I'm not hearing it now.
I am feedback. That's weird.
It's got to be on you then.
That's really weird because I'm on my phone now. I went from my phone to my computer and it's still doing it. I'm on my phone now. I went from my phone to my computer and it's still doing it.
I got nothing.
Can anybody hear it that's watching it? Because then we can roll with it if all else fails.
I say roll.
All right, we're just gonna roll with it then. If anybody hears it, let us know. If anybody hears it, let us know.
Where'd Cory go?
So first, we might need Cory.
So
There
first
he is.
question, Cory.
There he is.
Dude, I still hear that feedback so bad.
Oh, what's going on?
Screw it.
It's only from
Is
my
it-
end, so I'm just.
He's
asking
got
a
black
few
screen,
questions.
right?
It's only from my end, so I'm just asking a few questions.
Well, I just moved on my sofa because I'm like, are you there, Corey?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you not hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
I can't hear him. Can you hear him?
I can hear him.
There he is.
I can hear him.
Let's see.
Alright. Let's just roll with it and see what's going on. Alright. Let's just roll with it and see what's going on. So what got you started in barbecue and what is your background?
So for me, my dad got me started. I was in recruiting and I moved back to Houston and just he hit me up one day. He was like, "Hey man, I want to start cooking. Do you want to do this?" And I was like, "Yeah, screw it, man. Like let's go for it." And he chased a lot of different things, like were we doing the right flavors? Were we doing this? Were we doing that? And just that's where I got the passion to start doing it. And I can tell you, the first thing I ever smoked on my own was chicken. And I thought I did it wrong because it was baked chicken versus smoked chicken, two totally different things. So yeah. I was scared it was raw.
So who is your barbecue mentor?
I mean, like I said, my dad taught me everything, but How to Barbecue Right is who I watched a lot.
YouTube.
Yeah, dude, everything. You can find anything out on YouTube. Him and Cosmos. 100% is the two dudes I watched all the time.
I watched this Smoke Sergeant barbecue on YouTube.
That dude sucks. I need to do a competitive series. It's funny because I decided not to do any kind of like brisket, chicken, ribs, pork until after the Royal. It's just what I decided. I wouldn't, so I wanted to cook. Wow, look, Brian's gone, and now the fucking.
That's why I said the feedback's gone.
Yeah, feedback's gone as soon as Brian leaves. Weird. No, so I cooked the Royal last year. I was hired help last year. The guy never cooked KCBS, and he asked me to come help. And so we got there. He was like, "Hey man, like, what the hell are we doing?" I was like, "Dude, this is your show. I'm just here to help." And he was like, "No, dude, like you've cooked KCBS, like you do you." And so like we were looking at like seasonings and shit, and we wound up on Saturday taking in the Invitational. We took 13th in the world on brisket.
Nice.
And dude, we were ecstatic. We didn't give a shit about Sunday. We just didn't. Right? We had placed. We got ribbons. We got called up to. We weren't on the stage. We were like right below the stage, but amazing time. And so I hadn't done a cook-off since the Royal last year. And I was sitting at work. I'd already paid for my I was gonna points chase this year and try to compete to get into the Royal, and just life. You know what I mean? Like life got in the way, baseball with the kids, all that stuff. So I decided this year I'm just gonna cook the Open. And I was sitting at work at like 2:00 and I saw Brian posted he was at Atchison County. I was like, yeah, that's like right down the street. So I went home, packed my shit up, called the dude, and hauled ass out there. I get out there like 9:30 at night. Like I'm trying to like coordinate meat inspections and all that stuff at like 9:30. And my generator didn't work. I borrowed a generator from a guy. And Brian comes over and he's like, "Hey man, I'll tell you one thing I know about generators. If they don't have oil, they won't work." And so Brian had a quart of oil. We slapped it in there, got it up. And then I go inside and start injecting. My injector's not injecting. It's like just falling out of the needle. And I'm like, what the hell? So just complete shit show. And then at like midnight on Friday night, I realized I don't have paper towels. So the closest place was Holton. So I had to drive 35 minutes to Holton to go get paper towels and stuff, drive back. I didn't get to bed till 1. Woke up at 4:30, but we did pretty good. We took a 6th in chicken, 4th brisket, 3rd ribs, 2nd pork for a reserve grand champion. And that was my first reserve. And so I said, all right, screw it. We're not touching anything until the Royal.
Yep.
Wasn't going to touch anything.
What is going on?
Brian's just like in and out. He's like, I want to be here. No, I don't.
That is the who's who of barbecue for sure.
And it was the first time, and to be honest with you, I don't even know how him and I became friends on Facebook. I just happened to be scrolling at the right time in Facebook, saw his post, and was like, is that Atchison, Kansas? He's like, yeah, come on out. And I was like, fuck it, let's go.
It's kind of how I met him like 3 years ago, 2 years ago, and the rest is history.
Yeah.
So you cook IBCA and KCBS, correct?
Yeah, we started off in IBCA.
What's the big main difference between the two?
So IBCA, we do no pork, and we do half chickens, or a whole chicken, 2 halves, right? And depends on what competition you go to, what your turn-in times are. So you never really know. And again, it's been 3 years since I cooked IBCA, so but I think it's like a couple hours in between. And your last turn-in may be at 4:00 for brisket. And so the other big thing you got to think about this. So KCBS, you turn into a table, right? You get judged on one table, and then they just rack and stack you through everybody, right? So let's say there's 100 people at a cook-off for IBCA. They're gonna take all of our food in, and they're gonna go around the tables. Then they may take the top 50 and move it on to another table. So they'll try there, and then they may go, depending on how they want to do it, top 10, top 15. And then they're going to try that and then narrow it down to who's the winner. So you got to think about it, right? 100 boxes, may take an hour to taste. Then they break it down to 50. It may take another 30 minutes to an hour. So, and then final table, it may be 2 hours after you turned in. So when I used to cook IBCA, we used to like cook it, put it in a box and set it on our countertop for 2 hours and then see what it tasted like. Because they weren't eating hot barbecue like in KCBS. KCBS, we're only judging on one table. And we find out what we did on that one table instead of 3 or 4 different tables.
So which one do you like better, KCBS or IBCA?
Believe it or not, I like KCBS a whole lot better. It's on Brian. It's Brian. Brian, you're the feedback.
It's Brian. Brian, you're the feedback.
Am I?
100%. We have had none of it while you were gone.
100%. We have had none of it while you were gone.
What the hell?
Brian's a tech guru around.
It's a tech guru around.
Yeah, it's 100% you.
Yeah,
it's 100% you.
It is.
Come back when you don't have
me.
Come back when you don't have.
Or what you could do is if you're not talking,
What you can do is if you're not talking, just mute.
Because then it shouldn't feed back.
There it goes.
There it goes.
You have an
Somebody say it's on an iPhone.
iPhone.
So the first KCBS I ever cooked, I was super scared about the 30-minute turn-ins. I was like, that's not enough time. And I prefer it because no matter what you do, no matter what cook-off you go to, it's timed. And you get your rhythm down. And as long as you get your rhythm down, you know what you're doing. And it's easy to plan. I've got an app on my phone that I've got my turn-in time. So let me see if I can open it. I showed Brian, but Brian's phone wouldn't let him download it because it hates him.
Brian has an old Nokia regular brick phone. He doesn't have a smartphone anymore.
So this is called 180Q, and if you see it,
yep.
There's my timelines for the American Royal.
Nice.
And it has an alerts, and it tells me when to turn everything. It'll go off. I don't have to adjust it. It's my KCBS turning time. I do everything the same every time.
That's the worst thing with backyard, where they change it every freaking contest. It doesn't matter what contest you go to.
Well, the one I met Brian at, they changed up. Pork was first and chicken was second. And I was like, what?
That is weird.
Or I think maybe ribs were first. But it kind of threw off my time a little bit. You know, I'm like, that's kind of wild.
That is pretty wild. So, have you cooked the Houston Livestock Rodeo?
So, believe it or not, it was my second ever cook-off by myself. I'd done one at a American Legion, and then because I'm in the Army, and so they called and they were like, "Hey, we want to put an Army team together. Do you want to come cook it?" I was like, "Hell yeah, man! Screw it. What's gonna happen? I get dead last." And so went out there, grocery store products, nothing fancy. Salt, pepper, garlic on everything, and took 63rd overall.
Nice.
At the Houston Livestock Show. My goal was to top 100 one event. I top 100 every event. And like I said, took 63rd overall. And I decided to get it let me get it tattooed on my friggin' arm. 63rd.
Nice.
Because I'll never cook it again.
No.
That was a fun time, but fuck. I won't ever cook Houston again. I cooked for 4 days straight. We were getting off we were leaving around 1 o'clock in the morning and getting back on pits at 5 a.m.
No, that sounds like a lot of work.
It was no, not again. Now, if somebody was like, "Hey, do you want to come cook just comp day?" All day, I'd go do it.
So let's switch gears and talk about the YouTube channel. Where did that come from, and what made that start?
So I was a Call of Duty streamer on Twitch. I did that for about a year and a half, and I decided, let's go be a YouTube streamer, play video games. So I did. I went and played video games on YouTube. I'm a huge tech guy in the streaming world, with audio, video, and all that stuff. And so I made a tutorial channel, and I actually got monetized in 90 days on YouTube.
Dang.
From my tutorial content.
Nice.
Started streaming on YouTube for probably about like 2 months, found some success in it, and then all of a sudden I just didn't want to do it anymore. I found myself sitting at the house and people would come over to barbecue, and I'm like trying to run them out of the house at 7:30, like, hey, it's time for me to stream. And I got tired of it. I was tired of pushing people out the door. So I decided to stop streaming. And then I stopped. And then like a week later, somebody's like, hey, this video you posted a year ago on this doesn't work anymore. I'm like, congrats, it's a year ago. And that one comment, I said, screw it. I unlisted every video I had on my channel. And I switched all over to barbecue.
How's that jump been?
It's slow. In the streaming world, or when you're doing tutorial type content, it's different because like there was times when I'd be at work and it's like, oh man, this new thing came out. So I run home at lunchtime, jump on, record a video, run back to work. I'd edited it out and get it posted, and like trying to do all that stuff within an hour. So you always had to be on the forefront of everything. Man, there was days I missed dinner with the family because something new came out and I needed to record it. Hell, there was an entire series I did. My shirt was inside out. My tan t-shirt from work was inside out. I didn't even know it. And it just got to the point I wasn't about that. At the end of the day, barbecue is something that's going to last. If I post a video today about a salt, pepper, garlic brisket, in 100 years, it's still going to be valid.
Yep.
The brand of seasoning may not be there anymore, but the concept, the cooking times, the temperatures, all that stuff is still going to be the same. So I used to be like, oh, I got to dump all this content. And now I'm just like, I got a video editor in India. So I edit out some of my videos. I record with 2 cameras. And so I'll edit it top, bottom, whichever one I want. And then I send it to my dude in India for the last bit of editing.
Nice.
And his ass owes me my last video. It's been a week.
So when did you start? How long has your journey been on the barbecue side of this?
Month and a half, 2
Wow,
months.
you're pretty good subscribers after that.
Most of it has come from the gaming though.
Oh, okay.
I and in the process that I've lost some, I've gained some. So punishment said 3 months is how long I've been doing the barbecue. Um, but yeah, so I've lost some, I've gained some. It's just kind of it all depends, what people are into.
It's definitely, I figured out with YouTube, it definitely depends on the niche as far as what grows the fastest.
And it's weird because everybody says niche down, right? Do barbecue, do this, and in my experiences, I wouldn't agree with that. Now, like for my YouTube shorts, if it was gaming content, I'd get 2,000 views every day. Didn't matter what I posted. One of my best long form content was a video I reacted to a guy singing a song. It hit for 8,000 views. But then I've had videos that, so I had a little bit of gaming, a little bit of random shit. I was all over the place. And I think it's hurting my channel kind of now because I was such a gaming and now I'm pushing into barbecue. So it'll take some time. And again, like a lot of people say, YouTube's a long game.
Yep.
It's not a short game.
That's been the hardest part for me to figure it out. I figured it was just going to just take off overnight and be done. But no, there's a reason we're sitting at 718, 720. So we're not doing bad. We're growing every day. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint.
Yeah, that's for damn sure. And when I posted a tutorial content, if I wasn't getting 50 views in the first 24 hours, I knew it was a bust. Now I don't know how to gauge it. I just let things go.
It's weird though, because some of the videos you'd think would be an absolute hit are crap, and some of the ones you think, I'll just record it, I might get a few views on it, are the ones that take off, and you're like, what in the hell?
Yeah.
Like it's like TikTok. We have a video of me and my son grilling hot dogs, and it's got 15,000 views, and I do something great that I think is going to be amazing. It gets 200.
Yeah, I know the feeling of that. Like my last video, I thought it would do good. It was a Mexican pulled pork. I mean, it's only sitting at 28 views right now. I mean, it's not sitting at anything spectacular, but again, they can sit there forever. They're still valid. It's a pulled pork, salt, pepper, garlic, oranges, tomato juice, orange juice, onions. Like it's not changing.
Then there's been a few that took off 2 months later, and they're like, what in the world just happened there? But it's weird how the logarithm picks it up.
Yeah.
So what is one piece of advice for people trying to get started and grow their channel?
So for me, it would say get into Chat GPT. There's a couple websites. Chat GPT will help you write descriptions all day long. Rapidtags.io. If you put the title to your channel, give you all the tags and all that stuff that's relevant to that video. That would be my two biggest things.
Let YouTube help you figure out what hits.
Yeah, for sure.
So what got you motivated into cooking, not just barbecue, but cooking in general?
So it's funny. You sent me these questions earlier, and I was talking to my wife about it. And, I've always been interested in cooking. It's just kind of barbecue was never my thing. And believe it or not, I don't like barbecue. I don't. If you were to be like, hey, let's go eat at a barbecue, I'd be like, please, no. Like, we can go anywhere else. We can go to McDonald's. We can go anywhere else. Just I don't like eating barbecue. I don't eat my own barbecue. I'll cook it. And at a cook-off, I may try like 2 bites of brisket, bite of chicken. I'll have probably a full rib. That's happening. And about a bite of money muscle. Outside that, I won't eat it. I'm not a big barbecue fan as far as going to a restaurant and eating it.
Waffle House.
All right. Hey, look, the all-star there is amazing. But yeah, I mean, like, and it's funny because in the streaming world, we used to have parties over to my house all the time. 15, 20 people come over, spend the night, sleep all over the floor and everything like that. And I'll barbecue for anybody. If you say, hey, I'm coming over, I'll barbecue. I got a friend coming over next weekend. So I'm in Kansas City. She's in El Paso, Texas. Her and her husband coming. I'm going to cook for him. I won't eat it, but I'll cook for him.
That's how it is. Pulled pork, especially. I don't know if it's the smell of it when you're making it or what, but I can hardly touch the stuff after I make it.
Well, the problem with me, like, is my wife loves pork. She loves pulled pork, and every kid's birthday, and every time I have people over, it's like, what are we gonna make? We're gonna make pulled pork. It's just what we're making. Oh, we got a potluck at work. I'm making a pulled pork, and it's to the point where I just don't even want to eat it anymore. Like I just, ugh.
When I first started cooking, I made that like weekly, and I think I wore myself out of it.
So funny story about a pulled pork. It's probably like the third competition I ever did with my dad. He's like, "Hey man, there's an open category. Do you want to cook in it?" I was like, "Yeah, man. Like, what should we cook?" And he's like, "Did you cook a really good pulled pork? Why don't you cook that?" Never been to a competition with an open category. I cook an awesome pulled pork, put all the things, and then you kind of got that feeling like, oh, they're gonna call my number, as they're going from like 15 down or whatever it is. And then they're like, top 5. And I'm like, oh yeah, we got this. It was solid. It's like number 5, steak and lobster. I was like, what? Steak and lobster. And then it was like number 4, crawfish etouffee. And I'm like, Dad, I don't even think we're in the same category right here, man. Like, there's no way a pulled pork beats a crawfish etouffee. And it's like lobster, stuffed salmon. Dude, I was like, all right, so hey, we lost our $20. Like, let's move on from there.
Yep. It is funny though, because some people go way overboard when it comes to an ancillary, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm not.
That's why I don't do them at the Royal, because they like last year at the dessert competition, they got like wooden plaques and shit like that. Like, it's not like you're turning in a normal turn-in box. And I just don't care about them that much. If there's a margarita competition, I'm turning in. Hands down, I'm turning into margaritas all day long.
Well, my opinion with those is those don't count towards the grand championship anyway. So it's
true, but in Texas, there was good money in margaritas if you wanted. I was definitely going to turn into margaritas. The problem is I make them a little too stout. My wife judged margaritas once, and she said she could watch my cup going around the table as the old ladies were making faces when they were drinking them and stuff.
So what's the best dish you make? Doesn't have to be barbecue. It can just be in general.
So I asked my wife this earlier, and she said my smoked lobster. And I don't like lobster. I'm not a big seafood fan. I used to make a really badass smoked mac and cheese. I'm allergic to dairy, so I can't eat it. I'll make it all day long. But we decided that ribs has got to be the thing. Ribs has got to be the hands down thing. And God, I've gone through so many recipes.
Takes a little bit.
It does, and this year for the Royal is going to be easy. I have 3 rubs. I use them on so I did the same thing last cook-off. 3 rubs, all the meat categories, the exact same.
Do you make your own rubs or do you get them?
No, I'm sponsored for the Royal.
Nice.
His name is Gulf Coast Smoke out of Portland, Texas.
Right.
I found his channel through YouTube. I hit him up, asked him like, "Hey man, like I don't really have a game plan for the Royal. I'm in the Army. Would you mind to sponsor me for it? Bottle of piece." He sent it to me. They said I saw Brian posted he was at a cook-off. I jumped over there, took reserve. I'm not changing it.
Nice. So,
wait just a second. What you will change are the size of those ribs you're gonna be bringing.
No, dude, those are the ones I put in the box and took third.
Those little ones?
Hold on. I'm gonna bring up a picture.
Rib nuggets?
No, okay, hold on. I bought what I thought was a 2-pack. It was a 3-pack. Hold on, I'm gonna find these damn pictures. He's talking crap about my baby ribs.
That's like the chicken nuggets they're talking about with T-Dog on
Hold
thighs.
on, here you go. Look,
They don't look so bad there.
No, they look good, but they were short.
they look tiny. Yeah, they did. Hey, once I got them trimmed up, like the rack went in like, hold on, where it? Like that big. They were little.
One bite ribs.
You couldn't have got 2 across. But hey, I mean, like, and it was funny because I thought the bigger rack was going to do better. And after I tried them, and everything, I liked the smaller ones. I thought the smaller was going to blow out real quick, and they didn't. They cooked great.
So, what's the future look like for you?
So it kind of all depends what happens with the Royal. So the wife and I've kind of talked about this back and forth. If I want to compete Master Series next year, because I want to get into it for real. Now, I may be moving to Iowa for about 2 years with the Army. I'm not sure yet. If I stay here, it's a big debate if I want to try to go for the Backyard Series or if I want to go into the Master Series. I'm going to essentially, I've got some people. So, like right now, I've got a seasoning sponsor out of Texas. My meat sponsor's in Texas. My entry fee for the Royal was paid by a bar, Thirsty Bull Saloon, here in Kansas City. Him and I coach our kids in baseball together. And I've got some other people, like the guy, when I went and cooked off against Brian, it was funny because I was like, oh, I need a generator. So I called a guy and he had a generator. And he's like, what are you going to cook? I was like, I don't know, man. I may cook brisket. I don't know. And so we went out and I met up with him to get a generator. He's like, so what's the deal? I was like, it's $20 a cook off or a turn in. I really want to do brisket to see where I'm at. He hands me $100 bill and he goes, go cook them all.
Nice.
I was like, all right, I guess I'm going to Costco. So I ran down to Costco, got everything. I think he wants to sponsor me. So I'm gonna try to look for some for real sponsorship for this next year. And then I'm looking at probably about 9 to 12 cook-offs.
Nice.
I don't think I'll do a couple big ones. A lot of backyard stuff though. That's just I enjoy it. It means more. A lot of these guys like VFW cook-offs usually give back to vets. That's what I've always been about, giving back to something, to Boy Scouts, whatever it is. I don't. If I make my money back, cool. Other than that, like let's do something for some people. But so that, and again, like I said, it depends on where I live, and then maybe a food truck. I've been talking to some people about some food truck business, and it's been a dream of mine. I want to do it like in Texas, maybe open once or twice a week. But
Nice.
food truck, man, food truck's where I really want to be at. I retired from the military in 2 years.
Nice. You gonna shoot some videos from contests?
Yeah, so like for the Royal, the example, so Saturday, since I'm not cooking, I'm gonna go around and do some interviews with some people. So I'm really fortunate. The area that I'm in is all the dudes that I know from Texas. So I do a lot of interviews with those guys. And then I'm actually gonna go live the entire cook-off on Sunday on Twitch. Go live there and then record footage and then try to break it up into editing for YouTube.
I may be able to sneak out Saturday and meet up with you out there.
Yeah, dude. I'm not cooking Saturday, so
weekend bums out there, and I usually go out there with him every year. But this year, possibly next year, it's all on the wife's birthday, so I'm trying to get a free pass on Saturdays.
My wife's mad at me. She's tired of hearing about the American Royal. I've been doing what we call gas math because I'm bringing my generators. We're trying to figure out how much gas I need. I need a few more 5-gallon cans, and I'll be good to go.
If you're going for 4 days, you'll need probably 4 or 5-gallon cans if it's hot.
We're at 6 if it's hot.
Yeah.
I've got 3 in my garage, so
nice.
We did 4 and a full tank, and it was good. We didn't run it Thursday, so we were fine.
But I'm running a full-blown camper.
Oh, yeah.
And like I said, it depends on the temp. If it's cool outside, I'll turn my camper off.
Yeah.
Depends on the year. Some hell and some years.
I've been out there when it's cold as hell.
Last year was hot. I got to meet you though before the Royal to get you the foil.
That's the best foil in the world.
I'm going to be trying it.
I'm telling you, man.
Get away secrets here.
No, okay. So HEB is a grocery store in Texas, and they've got this foil. It's $20 a box. But damn, I've been using it since that last cook-off. And it's amazing. It's just awesome.
I always
Extra tough, I think's what it said.
Texas tough.
So it wouldn't. So it's not going to tear and break and rip as easy.
No. Yeah, I'm gonna go grab it real quick. Hold on.
I'm curious.
He just said, "I'm gonna go grab it real quick. Hold on," and he takes off.
That's awesome.
I love this guy. He is awesome. When he messaged me, he showed up at like 10 o'clock at night almost. Had trouble getting the generator started. We did oil, got it running. Great guy.
All right, so, it's the
yeah.
Nice. Big box.
It looks like.
Oh, dude,
it's.
Let me know wintertime when I go back down there if you want me to grab you some more or not.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Dude.
Well, I'll have a lot more room in the winter, so you let me know how many boxes you need.
This has been lasting since that cook-off.
Oh wow.
It's 250 square foot.
Yeah. Well, if you're doing 9 or 10 comps, I mean, I can grab you 4 more boxes or whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, that's all the questions I think. Brian, do you have anything?
Well, I kind of had technical difficulty. Did he ask you about what smokers you have and you've had in your lifetime?
So I've been all over the place with them. I used to have a 250 gallon. Then I moved down to drums. I have I had 3 55 gallons and a 30 gallon. Now I've got a Traeger and a 30 gallon.
You do most of it on the Traeger?
Yeah, so if I know I'm on time, everything gets pulled off before chicken goes on.
Nice.
If everything is in my Cambro, by the time I put chicken on, I'm good.
Nice.
That's how I know I'm.
You said you're Army, right?
Mhm.
Okay, and 2 more years and you retire?
Yep, I just hit 18 years, August 25th.
Nice. Keep watching. I don't know when he's going to do it, but I'm like you. I'd rather do comps for vets or that promote that. Kevin Hutchinson, he's a vet, and he usually does something along competition or cooking with hockey and things like that. And then Weekend Bum, Kevin Hesse, he's talking about getting one put together to benefit vets, but it's been a long road for him because he works and the company he works for is out of country, so he has to do a lot of traveling too. So, but there's 2 of them right there that could be popping out hopefully sometime.
Yeah, I enjoy cooking those more than anything.
The ribs too.
Do what?
Like the rib cook off February.
I like doing ribs.
Well, Brian,
Is there a VFW rib burn somewhere? Wasn't there?
That's the one in February.
Oh, okay. Arctic or something like that.
Yeah.
No. Well, hopefully I can meet up with you up at the Royal. That'd be a fun time walk around.
Yeah, I'll be out there all weekend.
I think Friday night's the Blues Hog party, and then Saturday's the frickin' all of KC shows up.
Yeah, I'm cooking for sponsors on Friday night, and that's it.
Yeah. Well, you'll have people walking from. You'll just have anyone and everyone walking by Saturday. I mean, we all check it out. I check it out. Reezers, they do like the beans and your macaroni salad and potato salad and all that. Bring an empty cooler and go up there and just grab a whole crap load of sides so you have them for all the people coming out.
I think Snake River does hot dogs on Saturday too.
Oh, a lot of people do stuff. Yeah. Somebody.
Yeah, there's so much shit to do.
Yeah. It's fun.
As long as I stay with the Australians this year. They got us drunk last year.
What's your spot number out there?
325.
325. Oh yeah, that's Kevin's
So-
like in the 600.
You're looking at pit row
Yeah.
from the grandstands, right side, right on one of the entries walking in.
Oh, nice. Yeah, we're always back at turn 2.
Oh yeah, no, I'm in pit row. And I got lucky because the team I cooked with last year, they were in 323, 325, same number, pretty much. And he's not cooking this year. So when I wrote him and I was like, hey, I'm cooking. I was in 323 last year. He's not cooking this year. I want that spot again. And they gave it to me.
Nice.
So first year under my team name, I got the same spot. And I'll cook there every year from here on out.
Yeah, they're pretty good about that. Like Kevin's trying to move to the spot right behind him because these are some good old boys from Texas. They're no longer there. So he's like, can I have that spot? It's like double the size.
Well, the good thing I like is I'm a minute 38 to turn in.
Yeah, we're 4.
I'll take a minute 38 any day of the week.
Yeah.
Because some of them, man, if you get deep in them turns, it can take a while.
Oh, yeah. You have to cross through the fence gates and couple
past the
extra
porter
turns.
potties, the showers, and all that crap.
Yep.
Last year I was mad the showers weren't hot. They were cold. I was pissed.
Oh, I just went home and showered.
Well, I mean, I could too. Man.
It was the opposite. It was so hot when you hit it, burned you practically. Or weren't cold.
I think I'd rather take that, right? You know. And I didn't take a shower Saturday night. I was like, we're just gonna cook tomorrow. I'm gonna smell like shit anyways. So right when we got done turning in, I went and took a shower. But it was cold last year night. You know, you'd be in a hoodie and stuff at night, and then midday it's like t-shirts and shorts.
Yeah. Yep. Still cranked on the heat.
Yeah.
I'm curious to be this year.
Are you going up there, Brad?
I don't think so. I talked about it.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to come by 325, I'll be there. You'll see a big ass American flag, an Army flag. Which, talking about that, if anybody needs flags, I got a hookup on flags. You can get custom made flags, $15 a piece.
Really?
Text me the info.
Yes.
It's a guy on Facebook.
Okay.
I ordered some a couple weeks ago, so I got 3 of them coming in.
Yeah, I'm definitely interested.
Yeah, 'cause I got 2 20-foot flagpoles that I'll run all my flags on.
Yeah, we get done here. Text me his name, and I'll look him up on Facebook. Get a hold of him.
For sure.
I'll name drop you too.
Yeah, I just hit him up. I was like, hey, man, I need my flags for the Royal. Hurry up.
Well, it's been awesome having you come on. I love talking barbecue, so thank you for coming
Yeah,
on.
dude, I appreciate you having me on, man, for sure. I've been excited about this all day. You know, it's something that I was fully into, got out of it for video gaming and stuff like that. I mean, I made good money video gaming. But you know, just got back into it and I absolutely love it. I love cooking. And even outside of cooking, you know, one of the things I always tell people, you go to cook office and you meet people, you know, like I met Brian out there and thank God I had a quart of oil or I'd have been sleeping in the fucking dark all night. But you know, like if I needed some foil, you know, you go to cook off and if you're like, hey, anybody got some foil? Somebody's got some foil for you. You know what I mean? Like we're all competing against each other, but it's still a big family. We're all there to, you know, help each other out and shit.
Well, I love it.
yeah.
It's a thermometer.
I owe Brian a quarter of 10:30.
Yeah, whatever. I'm just glad I had it. I knew I brought it from mine just in case. So.
Well, I bought me a big generator. I didn't tell you that. I bought a 9,000 watt.
That's a food truck generator.
I didn't want to have no power issues.
Yeah.
I can run you, me, and everybody else there too.
Oh yeah. I'll get a bigger one when I need it, but that 3,500 that's good enough for everything I need right now.
Well, you said with the camper and all that bullshit, that's the only reason why I got a big one. And if I need it for the house, I'll use it for the house.
Yep. Yep, I hear you. Well, we'll check in. What's this? Year's going to wind down here a couple months, but we'll check in next spring, summer. Probably get you back on and see where everything's taking you. I know I'll see you out there on the trail.
Yeah, I'm hoping I have a good showing out here, man. I don't think I'm at 13 again, but we're damn sure gonna try.
Hey, it's all fun.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys, man. I appreciate being on.
Definitely, Corey. Thanks a lot, man. I'll reach out in a couple weeks.
Bye, guys.
Sounds good. Bye.